And welcome back to part 14 of What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. So last time in Naruto, what if Naruto was an Uchiha? The 3-year change mission was over. Naruto had definitely learned a good couple new techniques. He had developed his Mangekyo finally. The reason for that will be revealed when I actually reveal the Mangekyo. He even has a little bit of a Susanoo. He doesn't have a perfect Susanoo right now. He just has like a little beyond the ribcage. Like he can summon like a limb of the Susanoo if he has to. But right now, Susanoo's not complete. I liken it to the fact that he only activated his Mangekyo probably within the last year, half a year to a year of his training. So it was something that was really trying to work on. But both Kurama and his Uzumaki heritage really mitigate the blindness factor. It still takes a lot of chakra, which he has, but it's still a very drained techniques, the techniques he has. And yes, he does have 2 unique techniques I have developed for him. We'll get to that when we get to that. Maybe in this chapter, but I doubt it. We'll probably wait till the next one for that. But it will be coming soon. But anyway, we left off with, obviously, let's see how well you've improved since, I trained you as kids. You were getting. So, basically, they decided Kakashi, Guy, and Ozma would be the ones to test Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke. Now, anytime I get to this part in the series, I always take so long just explaining something that's going to lead to the same outcome every time where, all right, I'm going to show off how strong these guys are. Showed off how strong these guys are. They passed the test. Woo. And this one, so from here on out with the what ifs of Naruto, unless there's a drastic change like Sasuke or Sakura's dead or something like that, or there's a completely different team, I'm probably just going to shrink that down to a couple minutes just to get the bare bones of what we would see. So, they basically choose their targets initially. They want to go after the people they know they can probably take. So Sasuke would go after Kakashi because he's trained with him for so long. Naruto would tackle Guy, and Sakura would tackle Ozma. However, the Jonin aren't playing that game. So they're like, no, we knew you were going to come after the ones you were familiar with. So I'm going after Sasuke. It's like, I've got you, Sakura, and I've got Naruto. So they would be going after the ones they know they can take. So Sakura's Genjutsu would not work against Kakashi thanks to his Sharingan. I do think she'd show up a little bit with her trench knives that she got as a reward for training with Ozma and funneling her Earth Chakra into the ground by stepping in and just pulling up these giant blades, which Kakashi's is like, oh crap. Then, he has to pull out some lightning techniques to cut through them. Ozma, frankly, would be struggling with Naruto. He'd try out the ash cloud, so Naruto would see through it thanks to the Sharingan, and then he'd blow out his own ash clouds, like, thanks for the new technique, Ozma said. So he's like, oh crap, I forgot about that. And then Naruto just boom, blows a fire, cracks his teeth on that and just boom, ignites it. Then combining with a clone with Winjutsu, probably tries to envelop Ozma, who gets out, but then gets, cracked by Sakura, having switched with Naruto at the last minute. And Sasuke dealing with Kakashi, and then Sasuke, who had been dealing with Guy, immediately trades with Naruto. So now it's Naruto versus Guy, Sasuke versus Kakashi. Pretty much how you'd think they struggle, but they work together and good tandem. Ozma was clearly the weakest of those 3, by the way, even though he's a very strong Jonin. Guy is struggling against Naruto using both the Sharingan and the monkey-style Kung Fu, him being not a master. I believe the next step down would be a expert practitioner, or I'm trying to think, I can't remember exactly. I think I deduced what Naruto essentially is at the moment in terms of that. Because master would be the highest you go, unless you're talking about grandmaster, which is a different thing. And that is the definitive true master. There's mastery of it. There is, I believe it's expert, practitioner, intermediate, or advanced intermediate kind of. So yeah, Naruto's an expert in the style, and it's not a style that Guy regularly has to fight against, so he does struggle a little bit. Ultimately, the fight does end with them proving themselves and everything along those lines. And then Naruto even says, now I can focus on becoming a Chunin. And then Tsunade actually pops out. I was like, oh, that's right. Jiraiya and I were talking about that. And she just hands him a flak jacket. What's this? We decided that if you were able to prove yourself, you'd pretty much earn the title of Chunin in this. Chunin. You're more well beyond the power of a Chunin, all 3 of you. You're probably quite qualified for Jonin. Hell, Sasuke is a Jonin. But yeah, you'll have to settle for Chunin for now, Naruto. Sweet, yeah, woo. So got that out of the way. Now we move over to the aftermath. Okay, so what's going on here? Well, Naruto really isn't going to ask Sakura for a date. Honestly, I'll be honest. I didn't even consider having Sasuke and Sakura dating at this point. They probably will. Nothing has changed in this version that would hinder their chances of dating. If anything, Sakura taking herself seriously has really boosted her up in Sasuke's eyes. So while they may not be dating yet, there definitely is that attraction now. Now, just like he's happy for him, he can tell that there's something going on. It's like, yeah, maybe you two, maybe we should all just get something to eat, or maybe I'll get you guys later. You guys can get something to eat. Naruto, give him that hint. Naruto just walking through the village at that point, heading back to his apartment. Now, I think Hinata and Team 8 were on a mission at this point, so Hinata's probably not around. We know that Shikamaru was around, so I suppose Team 10 could be around. So you could end up running into Ino real quick. And I'm trying to think if there's any other women in the Leaf that you could run into. 10-10, I suppose. Guy was there. At least in this version, Guy was there. So I suppose you could do that. I'm just trying to think I'm just thinking for the future if I want to try to set him up with anyone besides Hinata in a way that makes sense. Remember, and I know a lot of people get pissy when I set him up with Hinata all the time. I try to not deviate too much from the actual story, only with the changes that the what-if scenario brings about. So if changes don't occur that would change up who each person actually ended up with, then there's no point in me doing that except for fan service, and quite frankly, no offense, I'm not going to do that. But I can still see him running into Ino. Ino would probably be the most likely one. Even though I think 10-10 does occasionally run her dad's weapon shop. We know she runs a weapon shop by the end of the series and in the Boruto, but I mean, she probably works in her dad's weapon shop anyway. But I imagine he runs into Ino, who's like, Naruto, is that you? Oh my God, look at you! You look fantastic. Oh, thanks, Ino. You're just as beautiful as ever. Naruto, being with Jiraiya, does know how to smooth talk a little better now. I was like, and then Ino's a little taken. I was like, I've always been beautiful. I mean, as beautiful as ever, or even more beautiful. I was like, do we really have to say how beautiful you are? And it's like, anyway, it was lovely to see you. I'm gonna head back to my apartment. Need to clean that place up after all these years. God knows how much dust there is. Catch you around, Naruto's having fun being a little bit of a ladies' man at the moment. He's like, oh my God, he just got so attractive. And Choji's like, Ino, you okay? Yeah, fine. There, I laid the possible groundwork for an Ino-Naruto relationship, which I've done before. But that being said, the Hinata-Naruto relationship is still a very possibility. So, for all you Naruto haters. Meanwhile, nothing changes with the Gaara thing. The Gaara gets captured by Deidara and Sasori. And yes, it's Deidara. Not Dadara. No, I'm almost positive. Someone kept saying, like, no, I checked. You said Dadara. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I said Deidara. But, I mean, that's possible. Day and Da, in that sense, would be an easy flub. But, no, Deidara and Sasori, and then Kagura gets taken out. So, essentially, they do get sent on the mission, the Gaara, a rescue mission, in which Naruto is very, adamant about it to go save Gaara. Run into Tamari. She explains what happens. The Chio thing happens. So really, nothing changes drastically except that Sasuke is there up until they run into the Itachi clone. They interact. Naruto, it's good. Tell me, how far have you grown stronger since we've last met? And Naruto's just like, you have no idea. I was like, and to which Kakashi points out, beware of this Mangekyo Sharingan. I was like, I have no intention of using it. To be precise, I can't use it at this moment. That's right. And then Naruto actually points out too. And he's not going to use it, but he points out, that's right, because it's not just the strain on your body, but the strain on your eyes too. Tell me, Itachi. It's not Kakashi who brings it up this time. It's Naruto. How much of your eyesight have you lost? Which, again, Itachi gets that. It's like, Naruto, have you? And then that realization pops and it's like, oh crap, he actually unlocked his Mangekyo. This might be a problem. So, to be fair though, I don't need my. But he composes himself. Like, I don't need my eyes, my Sharingan to Kasuga. I could do it with this finger alone. To which Naruto and Sasuke and Kakashi both immediately see through the Genjutsu. It's like, you're gonna have to do a lot better than that, Itachi. And they both, charge in, fire style and wind style, just whoosh. And it's a brief interaction, but because of the level these guys are now at, they quickly take out the Itachi double. And Naruto just uses a Rasengan, just blasts him. By the way, it didn't occur to me if I would have given him a elemental Rasengan at this time. I'm going to say I did not, or he does not, just because he's been focusing on so many things over the years that I don't think I would have given him that, or he would have learned that. It just, maybe he would have made the Great Ball Rasengan, and maybe that's something he definitely has to do. He can do the Rasengan with one hand now, but with the Great Ball, he does have to do the two. He's still working on that. But still, he ultimately, takes him out. We obviously Team 10's fight with Kasami Cone was the same. You're not going to get much of a difference up until they do get to the Akatsuki the Akatsuki base where they're draining Gaara's chakra, and basically they break down the doors. Like, it seems the Kyuubi brat is here. Then it's like, Dedra, take the body away. It's like, yep, secure the Nine Tails. So Naruto still being Naruto for what it is. He's like, get back here! He falls in suit, and Naruto and Kakashi falls as well, and Sasuke actually now is just like, he torture, I falls. Naruto and Kakashi are help out here. It's like, Sasuke, we may need your help. And then he immediately can see the chakra strings that aren't necessarily like just flying around Sasori, but he can tell that the chakra that's come from Sasori, it's a bit different. So it's like, yeah, no, I should probably stay here now. Sakura, into your Sasuke Uchiha. It's like, I am the last Uchiha's, the formerly last Uchiha's name and reputation. It should be known far and wide. You make an excellent. I've never added a Sharingan to my collection. So two fights on two different fronts. Now, the Naruto Kakashi one. Let's do this. Not in real time per se, like back and forth, but let's talk about how each scenario does play out ultimately. Let's go with the Naruto and Kakashi one, because that's going to go down a lot quicker. Now, Naruto is pissed off. He's even got Kurama's chakra flowing through him, Fox chakra flowing through him, but he is still composed. Naruto's like, Naruto, he's like, you gotta calm down. It's like, I know, Kakashi, but we gotta get him. We will, but you gotta calm down and let me help. And let me help you here. And he's channeling chakra for Mangekyo. But he also asked Naruto, like, Naruto, what you said back there about about Itachi's eyes, or about Itachi's eyes. Did you? And then Naruto it doesn't actually say it out loud, but he did. Or takes a moment, like, I have, but none of the techniques I can only have one technique that really can that could really do anything to him, unless I can get a direct eye-to-eye contact with him, and my techniques aren't going to do anything. And he even says my Susanoo, and Kakashi doesn't actually know what a Susanoo is, quite frankly, and my Susanoo isn't complete yet. It really would only be good for defense. I don't know. I'm not quite certain what a Susanoo is, but if your techniques aren't going to be useful in this circumstance, then I guess I'll have to do it. And basically, Dedera. I said it again. Dedera. Now I can see where someone would catch me on Dedera. I can see that Dedera. It's a little bit of how fast I'm talking and not realizing what I'm saying. But Dedera, fires off, bombs and stuff to keep him at bay. Kakashi eventually makes the Kamui, or the Mangekyo does Kamui and, breaks him. Naruto rushes in with Kurama's speed, grabs Gaara, and then Kakashi Kamui's again, but it misses. Naruto sees that Gaara's pretty much dead, and he's getting pissed off. But again, he's able to keep it rein. He gets another tail, but he reins it in still, just throws a chakra arm right at Dedera and just, whoa! It's damn! It's like, damn! I thought this brat was easy to take care of, but not so much. And then all of a sudden, Naruto just creates a Rasengan in his fox hand. Just it's like crap. You think this is over? You think you've got me? It's like, Kakashi, I'm here to help you. Naruto, what's going on here? And then obviously he eats the clay. It's like, art is an explosion. Then Naruto. Now, I'm going to reveal, drumroll please, my crude design of Naruto's Mangekyo Sharingan. But he explodes like Kakashi Sensei, stop! It's like Guy Sensei, Neji, duck, because Neji was there too. It's like duck, and then boom, explodes, and lo and behold, they're okay because they're wrapped in Naruto's ribcage with 2 arms, blocking off with the chakra. Naruto's huffing because even with all his chakra, it's still a lot to do that. He still hasn't really perfected the Susanoo yet. But they look at him, they see this chakra rib cage and these chakra bones, and they're not sure what's going on until they see Naruto's eyes. Now, drum roll, please, for my crude design in 3, 2, 1. This is kind of what it's a very crude design, by the way. I'm not the best artist in the world. Now, to understand where this concept comes from, I basically used the Tachi's Mangekyo as a base. I filled it out a bit more, and basically someone talked about using like the idea of a whirlpool with Naruto's eye, and that made a lot of sense to me. So basically what I decided to do was you'll see each of the swirls, it's basically a whirlpool. He's got a whirlpool effect going, which each of the tomai that extend out, he's got basically 2 swirling whirlpool. I think of it kind of like as a slightly different, an alternate variation of Madara's, where it's kind of all lumped together like this big, slightly circular triangle, but his just extends out and has like swirls to represent whirlpools. I imagine you can even make it look like they're actually moving. Naruto quickly deactivates his Mangekyo, though, just like, I'm still not used to that yet. It's draining. Meanwhile, like, my God, it's like so much power. And this, Naruto's quite the scary kid. And Kakashi, in this version, is a little bit better. He's in better shape because he didn't have to use his Kumboya again. So he should actually be able to walk on his own, at least. Back at the plot, they're able to quickly take out Sasori's main puppet, but then they see Sasori as a puppet. Well, young Sasori. He brings out the third Kazekage, the Iron Sand. Sasuke is able to disrupt it with his lightning chakra, but he only do so much against that because it's magnetism. So it disrupts, then it reforms, disrupts, then it reforms. Sasuke's pointing this out. He's seeing the chakra strings, though, so the goal ultimately for him is to cut the chakra strings, which I think he does, but he does get poisoned. Sakura gives him one of the remaining syringes. Ultimately, Sasori reveals that he is a puppet himself. He's firing up a high-pressured water blast, the fire. And Sasuke's, firing off lightning and fire. Sakura, earth. Chio brings out the 10 puppets. He brings out the 100. They go into an all-out assault. It's pretty epic. And look, I'm not a big fan of Sakura, but she did at least get a decent moment in that fight. When, just crashing through puppets and everything. So she did get a cool moment there. Sasuke ultimately, Sakura's the one who, throws the seal. Sasori escapes it, tries to stab Sakura, only this time Sasuke's there, and he blocks the blade, and then the adults come, his parents' puppets come in and run him through. They all kind of collapse from like just exhaustion. So with that said, Sasori does still give him the piece of information that in this many days, I can't remember how many days it was. Excuse me. On this bridge, I have a spy who's going to. I have a spy at Orochimaru that I was going to meet. Consider it. Why are you giving us this information? Because I have nothing to lose, and it'd be fun to see that snake have one pulled over on him. Granny Chio. And then Sasori does have a bit moment of reflection. He's like, do you think things could have been different, Granny? Granny Chio. Perhaps. And it's like, perhaps not. Anyway, it does not as though I actually feel pain. And then, sorry, he has that. It's like, would you like to try? I could make you into a puppet. You don't have to eat or sleep or anything like that. Then Sasuke just kind of looks at him, just like, there are a lot of messed up individuals in this world, man. But you gave up your humanity. You gave up what makes us special just to be another puppet. You're no less a puppet than the ones you control. The only difference is you get to make you get a couple bits of free will, but you're nothing more than a puppet enslaved to life and death. Something like that. Sasuke actually says something, probably something in Sasori's dying throes that would actually strike a chord. It's like, I decided to do this to myself. Yeah, you decided because you were afraid. You were afraid to face life. And you're afraid to face death. And, it pisses him off, and especially because he's not entirely wrong. Ultimately, he dies and gives the information. So they meet up. Gaara shakes Naruto's hand, all that. And they go back, and Kakashi is actually okay. Kakashi's not on bed rest this time. I mean, he's on some bed rest, but he should actually be able to go on this next mission. What is the next mission? Well, guess we're getting a reunion with a snake next episode, so get ready for that. Until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Superhero, Magic, what if, anything to do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you folks next time. Have a good one.